All right, let's talk about a small town that's, well, quietly becoming one of the biggest business opportunities in all of North Carolina. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the business case for Wendell. So first things first, where exactly are we talking about? We're zoning in on zip code 27591, that's Wendell, North Carolina, a community just a stone's throw east of Raleigh. And let me tell you, it's not just growing, it's practically exploding. And that growth, that's the key to everything we're about to unpack. So what does that explosion look like in actual numbers? Get ready for this. We're talking about a nearly 20%, that's 19.83% population jump since just 2020. That single number right there is the engine behind this entire story. Okay, so let's frame this correctly from the start. This isn't just a bunch of numbers on a page. This population boom is a massive, flashing green light for investors and new businesses. It's a real growing opportunity. Now that 20% figure is impressive all on its own, right? But wait until you see it in context. This is where it gets really wild. Wendell's growth is more than double the rate of Wake County, which is already a booming area, and it absolutely crushes the state's overall growth. So you see, Wendell isn't just keeping pace, it's sprinting ahead of everyone else.
But it's not just about who lives there. We also have to think about who's there during the day. This is a little something we call the daytime population. It's not just residents, it includes all the people who commute in for work. And in Wendell, that's over 21,000 people. Think about that. That's a ready-made customer base right there, for everything from a quick lunch spot to a dentist's office.
All right, the numbers are big, we get it. But numbers are just numbers. The real question is, who are these people? Who is actually moving to Wendell and fueling this growth? Let's zoom in a bit and meet your core customer. And what we find is, well, it's pretty striking. This market isn't a mixed bag at all. It's incredibly concentrated. Look at this. One single group, which the data calls Middleburg, makes up almost 2/3 of the entire community. For a business, finding that kind of focus is like hitting the demographic jackpot. It gives you an unbelievably clear target to aim for. So, let's put a face to the name. Who are these Middleburg folks? Well, think traditional, think family-oriented. These are the people who are literally changing the landscape, turning what was once rural farmland into this vibrant, semi-rural community. They are, without a doubt, the beating heart of the Wendell opportunity. And here, my friends, is the cheat sheet. This is everything you need to know. Their values? Super straightforward. Faith, country, family. They're into traditional media. Think TV and magazines. And their free time? It's all about family stuff, DIY projects around the house, hunting, fishing. This isn't guesswork. It's a crystal clear, data-backed picture of your ideal customer. Okay, so we know who they are. The next big question, and probably the most important one for any business, is how do they spend their money? What does the Wendell lifestyle actually look like? Let's get into it. The income numbers here tell a really interesting story. The average household is pulling in over $108,000 a year, which is comfortably above the state average. But, and this is the key, it's still way more affordable than living in the rest of Wake County. This is that perfect financial sweet spot. You've got good incomes, but the cost of living hasn't gone crazy yet. But here's a crucial point. Don't mistake that healthy income for reckless spending. Oh no. These folks are savvy. They're smart, price-aware shoppers. They're looking for the best deals. You'll find them at places like Walmart and the dollar stores. Their money has a purpose, and that purpose is family and fixing up the house. And check out this number. Over 76% homeownership for our main Middleburg group. That is huge. Why does it matter? Because it screams stability. These aren't people who are just passing through. They are literally putting down roots, investing in their homes, and committing to this community for the long haul.
And that commitment, that feeling of stability, it all points to the bigger picture. A really strong local economy. This isn't some flash-in-the-pan growth spurt. It's built on a rock-solid financial foundation.
And if you think things are good now, just wait. The future looks even brighter. The projections show household income here growing by 21% in just the next 5 years. And yeah, if you guessed it, that's once again blowing past the growth rates for both the county and the state. The economic momentum here is just undeniable.
And what's holding all this up? An extremely low unemployment rate. And that's so important because a strong job market means people have stable paychecks. Stable paychecks create confident consumers. And confident consumers create the perfect, healthy environment for new businesses to not just survive, but to really thrive.
Okay, let's take a breath. We've looked at the massive population growth. We've met the core customer. We understand their lifestyle, and we've seen the strong economic backbone. So now, for the main event, let's connect all those dots and figure out exactly where the real business opportunities are hiding. We actually have a great perspective from a local expert, Rebecca Williams from RW Realty of NC. She says, and I quote, "Investors should note the stable growth potential." Basically, she's confirming that the housing market here isn't just a bubble. It's a solid long-term bet. And she follows that up with the other side of the coin, saying new businesses can thrive in this expanding market. It perfectly captures the theme we've been hitting on this whole time. More people and more stability equals a huge opportunity for new businesses.
So, let's get specific. Where are the gaps in the market? The data gives us a pretty clear roadmap. First up, family services. You've got tons of young, growing families, so anything that caters to them is a win. Second, home improvement. High homeownership plus a DIY culture, that's a golden opportunity. Third, value retail. These are savvy shoppers, so businesses that offer great deals will do well. And finally, don't forget that daytime workforce of 21,000 people. They need places to eat, shop, and run errands.
So, when you put it all together, the story of Wendell is incredibly clear, isn't it? You have a stable, growing, family-focused market, you have a customer who is easy to understand, and you have a rock-solid economic forecast. I mean, all the pieces of the puzzle are right there on the table. The only real question left is, what new venture is going to come along and put them all together?